Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life. Hey, everybody, Brian Smith here with the I and Team series in your Daily Influence. Today, we're going to talk about harnessing emotional intelligence for effective leadership. And what does that mean exactly? What is the reconciliation of emotional intelligence and effective leadership? Well, honestly, it is the ability for us as leaders to provide a balanced and even and recognize a balance and even and understanding balance and even emotions of ourselves and others, being able to manage those emotions. And there's 5 components that we need to be aware of, that we need to be self-aware, that we need to be able to self-regulate, that we need to be able to motivate, have empathy with, and provide positive leadership within our organizations or within our areas of influence, wherever that might be. One is having self-awareness. It's really important to be aware of our own behaviors. And until we are aware of our own behaviors and have an ability to actually manage that and maintain that balanced behavioral self-awareness for ourselves and for others, it's not the best leadership quality to not have. Losing your temper, snapping at people, not being able to have conversations through difficult times without intimidation or any other type of emotion that might diminish the ability to communicate effectively. Being aware when we have these issues is the first step. And what do we do about that? Well, be transparent about it. If you're struggling with maintaining awareness, get help from somebody. Ask somebody to share with you if you are exhibiting behavioral issues that are influencing or getting in the way of good communication and interfering with your ability to lead, and learn from those interactions. This is where transparent communication is so important in organizations, especially for leaders, because you can't self-regulate the next part of this awareness. The next part of emotional intelligence is understanding what self-regulation is. And if you can't be self-aware, you can't self-regulate. It's going to take time to learn how to be calm and collected through stressful situations, how to make decisions under pressure, how to critically think in a more efficient and structured way. Policy and procedure can help with this. Going along with transparent communication, having policies and procedures in place that you understand, thinking about them and practicing them can help you self-regulate, because as you face more stressful issues and you have these tools to fall back on, you need less emotion to move through these issues. Contributing and maintaining a positive mental attitude is also important, even when things are bad. I'm not saying to sugarcoat. What I'm saying is that knowing that you can move through with your knowledge, with your experience, with your ability to be self-aware and self-regulate helps you to move through these stressful things. Being able to be mindful, taking deep breaths, walking away when you need to. It's okay if you feel your emotions rising, if you feel your behavior being challenged, to say to many people around you, let's take a break. Let's walk away. Let's get ourselves recentered and then come back and begin this conversation again when we can do it more objectively and more positively. The third part is, and again, this is where being aware and listening is so important, is in your social environment. Even in business, we are being social when we are collaborating. Empathy is so important. Understanding other team members' perspectives and listening to them. And when you do that over and over again, you build strong relationships. And when you build strong relationships with those people in your areas of influence, the ability to maintain and understand your emotions, having emotional intelligence, is much easier. This means that understanding intrinsic and extrinsic motivations of your team and yourself are really important. Having empathy enhances the ability to motivate and to engage. It gives you an opportunity to slow down and identify and talk about if your team is having challenges and work through those to the betterment of that person so that they can contribute better. And that requires social skills. Again, the foundation is effective communication, but then being able to talk through without emotion that disrupts the progress and positivity of the resolution, conflict resolution, which builds teams. Teams aren't supposed to not have disagreement. Teams are supposed to have open and robust disagreement where they challenge each other through this collective brain trust and communication and emotion to get to something that is going to be beneficial for the team within whatever area of influence they're working. And a leader will help their team to do this, identifying when people are digressing, identifying when a team is struggling with emotion, calling that out, but setting them up ahead of time so they know that when you call them out, it's not personal. It's in an effort to bring collaboration, emotional intelligence, and teamwork together. The things that you can do to develop emotional intelligence: practice active listening, listen to learn. Get feedback from your peers and team members. Listen especially intently if they're bringing up any topic that identifies where you might lose your emotional intelligence. You've lost touch with your emotions. Practice and be mindful of self-regulation, self-reflection. Maybe journal, write things down. Also invest in some personal development. Here at the I and Team series, we have a set of books: 3, Individual Influence, which is about finding your influence; Positive Influence, which is being a positive influence within your area of influence; and Responsible Influence is building teams around you. Those 3 books especially can help you develop and practice emotional intelligence. It's really important that we all focus on this. Emotional intelligence won't just help us at work, it'll help us in every aspect of our life, with our families, with our friends, and in our work environments. In whatever area of influence you find yourself, emotional intelligence will be a great asset to you. Hope you've enjoyed today's podcast, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Have a good day.